in the gameplay, but also in the drafting stage, right?
You're able to block things up. Again, just explains how chess-like the draft is and how geniuses work. Again, we're talking about our coaches here between Onic and TNC. This is game number 2. It's match point for the Phoenix. Let's see if they can close it up strong with SD rocking that Ling, who's had a rocky start after the patch. Here we go. Purple secured by Kyrie. Bentings and Selena. This is the duo that gave Kyrie so much trouble in game 2.
Yeah. And check it out, too. Onic Philippines rocking 3 mystery shops. So they want the items fast, and they want it now because they want to be able to just fight with TNC because that's what they drafted. So let's see how they go on with that.
You see that Bentings is threatening with the charge, I believe it's called. You have to take note that it deals like more damage to monsters. I think it deals like HP-based damage too. So it's very important to take note. I wonder if it works onto creeps. I'm pretty sure that it works on minions and like summons. Well, it worked before against the Nightmare X1 if you... but yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that Bentings is using every single kit that the Lolita has in the early stages of the game. Normally, you go for defensive Lolita, but this time, Bentings is actually being aggressive.
Playing like a Jawhead, playing like a Franco. Definitely refreshing. And look at SD, man. He's so ahead of the curve, starting up. And, oh, did Marky take that creep?
I'm not sure if he actually secured that or not, but I mean, either way, you know, once again, the Demon Slayer emblem here going to help with SD. I feel like he's really comfortable playing now with the jungle emblem, grabbing the objectives. And if he doesn't, let's say he doesn't have the best game here, he's still going to be able to provide that extra damage on the turrets, still able to provide the split pushing across the map, which Ling brings. But at the same time, we've seen it before. If Ling doesn't get his purple buff, then it's a little bit of a bad news bears for the Ling player.
Well, he has to make a choice, turtle or purple. Baloyskie here getting jumped onto by Cram, pops the Quadrant Inferno. SD makes his call. I'm gonna go for the turtle, guys. Tempest blades up, secures it, knocking up 2. Kyrie very low. Cram and Escalator on him. Numinum Blast set up. Bentings, nobody home. Didn't even need it. TNC securing that objective. Gets a kill and 1,000 gold lead.
Man, didn't even need it like at all, right? The amount of slow coming out from just the team, and I mean even Cram, able to just provide so much, and it's hard to get away with, especially when you're, you know, Kyrie here on this Paquito. You only have so many tools available to you, so now TNC once again with that minor lead here.
I don't think that this is a minor lead. I mean, this is 1.4k in the first 3 minutes of the game. This is massive. And you can see that SD is already level 6, while Kyrie is level 5. And for SD, to top it all off, he has a Demon Slayer. So come the next Turtles, Onic Philippines is in a big disadvantage, and even Ryota is struggling against Cram. And there was a weird decision that I saw from Ryota, and I'm gonna talk about this. Before the turtle fight, he actually didn't defend the lane so that they can overload with heroes around the turtle in the first turtle fight. This is like Onic's solution to take the turtle against the Demon Slayer, but it failed horribly.
Yep, it led to nothing because TNC still found the positioning. Now Kyrie jumping on the Bentings. Bentings sidestepping that arrow. Baloyskie very low, gonna retreat. Can SD catch him? Has a sliver of health. SD needs to make it through. Tempest blades up, dashing on through. One sword, the Eastern one. He's still alive. Dashing through. Might get caught here. Kyrie. Oh, he wants his man. Is he gonna get it? Marky as well. Pinch boys onto the next wall. I need to get out of here. Marky pops the demonic force. Here comes the reinforcements. Escalera. Yasuo. Bentings gonna save SD, and he gets away with impunity.
I'm surprised that SD didn't get that kill there. Like, I also feel like maybe it was a misclick or something, because he actually didn't end up going on the right target to get the damage out when he was fighting in the middle there. But overall, you got to say, what an escape and avoiding any more of a gold lead building up here for TNC.
I think it was a hero around the bush, so maybe he had his targeting to closest target.
Bentings with a stun, just taking down Baloyskie so quickly. With the dragon, onto one, a Trey tank for tank, roamer for roamer. Ryota looking low, gets popped by SD. Marky in trouble. Demonic Force keeps him alive, but just barely. He goes down as well. 2 for 4. So far, Baloyskie has respawned already. Kyrie still alive. Can Baloyskie save his jungler? Arrow thrown out, but it's too late. Cram is an immortal demon, but only for a second more. Baloyskie gets a shutdown. Purple buff still intact. What a messy team fight. 6-3 in 5 minutes.
Messy indeed, and at the same time, what a bloodbath this is. But yet again, TNC coming out on top. This is most likely going to be another turtle for them. And now furthering that gold lead, now it's at the 2K mark.
Oh my goodness. And Onic is really, this is both TNC just making the right calls and the combination with Onic just making the wrong calls. They fought without Baloyskie under the turtle once again. For sure they have the real world manipulation, but they didn't like chain it properly. They took so much damage against Escalera, and because of Escalera and Yasuo's positioning, the melee-based composition of Onic is heavily punished. Even when they have the full beast ultimate, they don't have the reach against both Escalera and Kimmy, and that's very apparent this time.
Oh, Cram buying time for the rest of his teammates, but he is eventually going to fall. A 2v1 with Baloyskie up. SD with the senses, jumps up, Tempest of Blades, misses the arrow, gets the hell out of dodge, Finch poison that southern wall. Another close call for Q.
It's a good thing he got out of dodge there, because those type of moments, those type of mistakes that can happen will set TNC back from this lead that they have. They got to make sure that they contain it, contain Onic Philippines, keep the gold lead up. But right now, with Onic finding picks here and there, that's exactly what they need to do. Also, you got to give it up to Cram, man. He bought so much time there and just went 2 versus 1 for the longest time.
I see that this is a big, that the Kimmy is starting to be a problem for Onic, as Yasuo is at 4.9k with the mystery shop, so he's way ahead of
Cram spots out Baloyskie, caught an Inferno, throwing out the trample, down he goes, Baloyskie bites it, now Ryota gets one, who's he gonna kick? Who's he gonna kick? That's the question of the night, nobody, 2k for Cram, Onic is reeling.
Oh, he got cancelled. There were so many members of TNT all clumped up together. That's why he wasn't able to find the target.
Dominant Blast catches Marky, going night-night underneath his tier 1.
My goodness, every time you see the charge up coming out from a Lolita, whether it's here or in your own games, you just can't help but hold your breath. Kyrie.
Oh no, trouble, Retribution set in, Tempest of Blades, nobody home, Kyrie dashing on
through.
Kyrie! With the help of Baloyskie, secures a kill. Thanks so much, Baloy. But eventually, Escalera gets his revenge. That's a Paquito knocked out. Escalera walking away. He's a little girl.
Hey, man, that's you hate it when it happens to you, and you just pops everything he has, gets an abyssal arrow to the face, and now. Turtle for the taking, but I don't even think Onic Philippines is going to go for this turtle, because at this point SD is already up, and they're most likely going to have the 3-for-3 turtle action here once again. Big
advantage now for TNC. You saw how they defended themselves against the Ryota, against Ryota's Cho. When Ryota jumped in, they clumped in all together. That's why you saw Ryota like, what am I going to target?
He hesitated.
He hesitated because the thing is, you don't know who the closest target is. That's the magic of it, right? In those close calls, as the Cho, when everybody's clumped up together, it's very difficult to find the target. And if you just, spend maybe a fraction of a second more to select your target, your window is already out. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened in that case.
I can imagine what it's like to be Ryota. You can't just kick willy-nilly. Might even cause your team to crumble, right? So it's better I don't. Exactly. It's better I just die here. So that's the crisis that Onic is going through right now. That's their problem. But as they're going through this, as they're problem solving, figuring out what the next step is, TNC's not letting go. TNC is getting pushes, putting up these sieges down bottom. One thing that at least Onic has going for them right now is they have their buff, they have their jungle.
Yeah, I mean, they have that, but they got no space around the map, man. They have 0 turrets down, and they're definitely feeling it. And that's why TNC is able to put so much pressure around the map, because they have some key turrets down. And, of course, that 4K gold lead building further and further for them.
Red team turret has
There's
been
another
destroyed.
one.
Great lane management coming out from TNC. You saw how they literally just let Onic Philippines get into the position. And once they heard that the Lord was being taken out by Onic Philippines, you see SD already transferring to the bottom lane, knowing full well that the strength of the link is that you can split push, but still get into the action just in time because of the Finch boys.
Zoom, zoom.
Yep, the zoom, zoom.
Those zoom, zoom. This is what I'm wondering, too. Like, on a micro-scale decision type thing here, Onic Philippines taking 3 mystery shops when you don't get the advantage to really help you build those items faster. Does that actually give you a disadvantage not having, let's say, some of the other better choices they could have gone with?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Oh wait, Ryota finds Bentings. Wait, the Dragon serving it up to Kyrie, but he survives, flickering on through. Cram right in the middle of everyone. Tempest of Blade spent already by SD. Marky knocks out Bentings with the Demonic Force still in tow. Underneath the turret, SEZYZ and company swing back. Tams takes down the Phobius. Hatred with the real world manipulation. Clutch, can he take down Cram? The answer is no. It's just a 1-for-1 so far, and Onic so fast to swing back, taking this tier 1 Lord.
There you go. That's the turnaround Onic Philippines needed. Now, once again, they still have quite a bit of distance to make here. But that was a clear kind of a point of what I said. You know, if he had Impure Rage, that would have been a kill on Cram, most likely, or even a Last Worship or something. But great team fight here, though, for Onic Philippines. Great
Decision coming out from Marky to actually commit to the kill. And even gets the kill onto Bentings, then pokes SD. So you look at them like immediately getting into the Lord. Maybe the shot call coming out from Marky was, I'm going to sacrifice myself, you take the Lord. It doesn't matter if I don't kill the Ling. As long as I keep it away from the Lord, it's okay.
And another fight breaks out. Down goes Ryota. Hatred with the real manipulation. Still tapping, still swiping. Down goes Baloyskie. 2 for none so far. And Marky with the Demonic Force tries to take down the Demon. Cram gets away, walks away with his life, picking up that Radiant Armor as Lord marches down through top lane. Yasuo, damage control.
Man, you think, you know, Cram was tankier before. I mean, this guy's 7-2, right, on Famous, but he has taken a ton of damage, and now, like you mentioned, he picks up that Radiant Armor. He's going to be able to tank a lot more here.
Surely.
And now, they got to defend their Surge.
It's so weird to see that the team that's lagging behind is actually the aggressor. And that's actually one of the approaches when you're super behind against your opponents, trying to be aggressive, and Onic Philippines are actually forcing the fight into TNC despite them not having the best economy.
Wow. Look at Cram, he's telling Ryota, I double dare you. I force you to use away the dragon, and Ryota does not pull the trigger here. That is going to be a push up top, a wave cleared by Kyrie in mid. TNC's going to attempt to get back some lane equilibrium.
Man, that's the last person you want to kick is a Cottering Inferno.
Yeah.
Bam is into
hot potato.
Hot potato into your team, you know?
Exactly.
I could just see him smiling as he's kicked. But right now, they've turned it back in their favor. They're going to be taking the resources from Onic Philippines, too. Onic Philippines has to defend here, but I just got to say, TNC looking quite good here for this game, too, so far.
I'll see the Onic Philippines, they have advantages when they have the ultimates up, and we haven't seen like a big ultimate yet coming out from TNC as Onic Philippines are forcing them out. But this is scary because what if Onic Philippines mistimes their real world manipulation as well as their commitment with Demonic Force? The Numenon Blast is such a strong skill, and when it comes to the damage department, TNC is actually overloading when it comes to the damage. You see the Lilia as well as the Kimi. They have so much damage in them. And you also have Cram, which in his favor, going for the Thams, if you see the lineup of Onic Philippines, they're all melee-based.
Yeah.
It kind of means that Cram will have, you know, effortless damage in this game.
Cram catches an Abyssal Arrow, force use a Cotter Inferno early. Could this be step 1 in Onic winning the big team fight? In goes Baloyskie, Ryota as well, trying to find a good target. Not spending the flicker nor the Wave Dragon just yet. Kyrie securing his purple here. Maximum charge spots Marky.
I think that's, you know, Cram trying to stay safe there because he knows that this Lord is going to be up.
Escalera. Early black shoes, you were saying.
Yeah, and he had to reset,
Ling
right?
is far.
To get for this fight. And now
Another arrow! Baloyskie's on fire! Ryota coming in quick, finding a target. Lord under one. Half of his health, Ryota still alive. Real manipulation. Hatred can't save him. Cram here, another. Counter Inferno jumps onto Baloyskie. SD, look at who he's finding. Double kill for SD. Taking down Baloyskie. 3 down for Onic Philippines. And they swing out. They don't want Lord anymore. They want bodies on the floor. Kyrie fighting. A knockout punch. A shutdown. 2K for Kyrie again. Thams also falls. Cram didn't know what the hell was going on. And just like that, DNC trades out.
Sheesh. Kyrie with the move and groove, surprise jabs. Wow, what a turnaround. Turning a bad situation into a not so bad situation.
Oh, wow.
Knowing that the TNC jungler is now down, they can actually contest and maybe possibly take this Lord.
Power of the killing spree in the latter portions of the game. Ling is still 7 seconds out, and Onic Philippines does have the advantage.
Oh, let's see what Escalera and company can do. Numinum Blast set in. Hatred takes down Escalera. There is a trade out though, because Benting's gonna go and knock out Ryota 1-for-1. But yeah, Onic securing the Luminous Lord.
Oh, can't believe that Onic got away with it. I already listed down in my notes that it was a disastrous start of the Lord for Onic, as they were so dissected, they were so separated together. Marky and Ryota poked heavily, and then of course Baloyskie being taken out. But Kyrie saves the day.
Man,
oh, what an arrow!
Say what you will about Baloyskie, but he's been hitting these arrows like they're just sitting ducks. That's one down. Cram. Could there be more to follow? You can put up your bulwark, but Onic is not going to stop the eye.
Oh, the
pulling
link, though.
things in. And yeah, that is a split push by SD. Good effort, but still, Onic, a whole new beast. They shrank the gold lead about 2,000.
Yeah, it's a great start. They still got to take care of this Lord. I mean, SD trying to do his best to push here.
Didn't jump.
Didn't jump. They're going to lose some turrets. So, yeah, they're closing the gold gap, which is great for Onic Philippines. They've also managed to get these 4 turrets down too. Feeling a lot better here. You know, you can see it in the decision-making going on. TNC, their enjoyment of the first, 12 minutes is over now. Now they have to really be careful on the decisions that they make fighting Onic Philippines. And the arrows, man, they have to dodge those arrows.
Oh my goodness. Already Baloyskie puts SD to half HP just by one combo.
Yeah.
And that's not even a long-range arrow. That's a point-blank arrow.
Yeah, so 0.5-second stun, and he was forced to go home. Wow, Baloyskie scaled pretty well into the late game here. Benting's flickering on in. What was that?
What was?
I think he messed up.
Oh, purple still up. Can SD take it? He
Got
does with the retribution. Close call.
Well done, SD. That's a very important purple buff to have at this point in the game.
Bravo.
Man, that's one of those things, you know, you wish that didn't happen. Then now Onic Philippines is going to punish TNC for it.
Escalera, Black Shoe set in. Hatred with the real world manipulation. Can Escalera survive? The answer is no. Can they trade out? Looking for a target. Kyrie with the winner truncheon. SD still takes him down anyways. Hatred follows through. And Ryota goes as well. Double kill for SD. 2 for 3, the current trades. Baloyskie and Marky the only ones left. But Marky with demonic force. Come on, a slam. Looking for more. Arrow thrown out by Baloyskie. A stun by Bentings. The 2 veterans of TNC chasing down the champion from Season 5. Baloyskie bites it. Now it's just Marky left. Oh, man. This Movius not going to survive. It's a wipeout.
Wiped out. Wow. Man, the decision-making coming out from TNC here, wiping out Onic Philippines in that fight. They're going to be pushing in here. I mean, you've got Hatred coming up here in a couple seconds, as well as Kyrie and Ryota, so they should be able to defend, but they're going to lose these base turrets.
Yeah. No more blasts from the turret, so it seems exactly what's going to happen. I wonder why they didn't kill Lord, but they still have the advantage anyways, because now everybody has respawned from TNC.
Yep.
You know, the fight before that, when Onic Philippines actually won it, SD didn't have the Blade of Despair. In that previous fight that you saw, SD was able to clean up. And that's a clutch item timing. And now Onic Philippines is back in big trouble. This is a massive Lord already. This is an 18-minute Lord.
Yeah.
So this is going to be maybe the jugular even for TNC.
That's what I was saying, man. The first 12 minutes, TNC was having fun.
Yeah.
And then Onic came back around. But looking at their lineup, TNC should be enjoying the late game too.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, if anything is to give a picture of that, look at the scores, the KDAs right now for TNC. It's more so also just finally handling Yasuo, because if you notice, he's got the Ice Queen wand with him. Bentings is stunning, doing his thing, you know, hopefully landing those ultimates that he needs to, and not blundering here. Because if he does, if he gets caught out once again, Onic Philippines still definitely into this game. They've got to defend here though.
Oh, Lord. Marching down bottom. No inhibitor there. Mid goes down as well. SD working on top lane. Here's the Numinum Blast. Marky goes. Numinum Blast set in. RWM by Hatred in the lower half of Onyx base. Kyrie goes as well. Ryota follows suit. Hatred the only one left. Lord swinging in. TNC sweeps Onyx Philippines.
Oh, wow. TNC denies the playoffs just yet.
Just yet.
For Onic.
So what does this mean for Onic Philippines?